I think we were doing this one, right? Sow and reap. Sow and reap. The moon ascends and descends. The tides ebbs and flows. From the distant horizon come a young, promising hero. Things are neither entirely this nor entirely that, but knowing yourself, you see them all. All things, regardless of creation or destruction, ultimately returns to unity. A permissive tree that's meant to bear fruit will bear fruit sooner or later. The frost falls in autumn, the fields of grain wither, and the sweet potatoes rot. But when it's time for it to bear fruit, it will bear fruit. Get up. I'm going to start counting now. 3 peanuts. 2 peanuts. 1 peanut. Before a matchless night might, all evil bane. Ow, that hurts, Father. Perhaps this is our true destiny. What? You are no longer the master of Chengyang, Liang. The withering of grass and trees, the retreat of hibernating insects, all these are the natural cycle of heaven and earth. Only after you truly experience it all, hearing the faint sounds of that which you seek drifting away in vain, will you understand. All things are one with me. Causing structural collapse. 2811, Code 2, 302 Manila Avenue. Suspected Arcano-related violence causing. Repeat code 2, 302 Magnanon Avenue. What's the situation, Liang? Are you listening? A12 responding. I'm ready. Part 1, Descent of Frost. We figured at first that this could all be caused by drainage issues. After all the rain we got this year, it wouldn't surprise me. And when we got here, everything was underwater except for the rubber duck. 2 officers walked through the rubble, passing the dazed but alive victims, stopping by a beech tree that had snapped into 2. On the bright side, it's great for the flowers. Ha, nice try, cadet. I see you've been improving that busted sense of humor. Still a long way to go. Anyway, during the initial investigation, we found this. Courtier holds up a clear plastic bag containing a crescent-shaped, crystal-clear, hard object. This here is why we got dragged back from vacation. Apparently, it's something only the 2 finest ladies of the Division of Arcane Affairs can handle. Is it a critter claw? Beats me, but we gotta explore every possibility. I'll take a closer look.
Yo, wait up!
Apparently, this place is old, like real old. The grandmas built it with their own two hands, kind of place. Primal location is a short drive to the mall and a freeway. Weekend trips up to the sanctuary. They were putting together a birthday party for their kids right before it started falling. A family home like this must be a great significance. I'm certain the loss they feel is unmeasurable. Yeah, they're pretty cut up about it. Everyone made it out okay, though. Thank God. Hopefully, they got insurance for Act of Wanton Arcanum. I hate to see them have to tear this place down.
Stop.
What did they find? Loose gravel slipped from beneath their shoes down to a glowing abyss, vanishing without a sound.
Holy.
What in the... That is one big damn hole. We got our works cut out for us. Ahead of them, where the house has been, is now an enormous dark cavity. Deputy Chief's office. We collected the incident photos and evidence here. The family is safe. We helped them relocate to a nearby motel.
Leave it here.
Liang Yu salutes the deputy chief and prepares to leave.
Hold on.
Deputy Chief Eldon squints and points to the cabinet beside Liang Yu. Let me see that pipe you found. Bring the rest to the evidence lockup. Liang Yu hands him the pipe. Wait, what's the other bag you got? She offers him the smaller bag. Inside lays some pring of red ginseng wrapped in plastic. Oh, I see. Best wishes and good health to you and your team from the Chinatown School Council. Touching. We can't accept this officially, but go ahead and take it. I wouldn't even know what to do with ginseng.
Have a cup of tea and go take a break.
We can't have our fearless, vigilant cadet collapsing on the job.
Thank you, Deputy Chief.
After that Chinatown case, I don't want you to take too much too fast. Learning how to recover can just be as important as anything else in the job. Besides, you got that big test coming up. You need to be at your best. Don't ask me to reschedule it either. It's state mandated for all officers, including vigilantes. Those results will be part of your final evaluation for the internship.
Chief Eldon.
Sorry to disappoint you again, but I really can't have no idea what you mean. It's not tired at all. I don't need to recover. I just want to get my work done. The typical sharp-tongued chief is at loss for words. I'm still trying to figure out why the chief tolerates all your backsassing. I didn't intend any sassing, Instructor Portier. Sure, Princess. You know, sometimes I can't wait for you to hit probation and get out of my hair. Hard to believe it's almost been 6 months. Out of your hair, huh? I guess you're right. Whether I pass or not, reassignment seems inevitable.
Cheer up, kid.
I have faith in you.
Thank you.
Voltia reads her trainee's face, staring her down with probing eyes. Knew it. You're not worried about this, Sam. You got something else entirely eating you, don't you? No, I'm worried about the Zim. It's important. That's why I'm here. The instructor didn't impress her trainee, but holds her stare a little longer. Voltaire shakes her head. It's clear she isn't going to break just yet. The Arcane Creature Lab got back to us with their results. You were on the money, Cadet. That crescent-shaped thing we found is from an arcane creature. Not a claw, though. The lab rats think it's some kind of fur, but they're not sure what critter it's from yet. Well, you take a look. Liang Yu takes the offered papers from her partner's hand. I threw in the matter analysis from the sample we found under the house too. Just a little treat. Aside from some remains of a few charred critters, they found some kind of superconductive allergy. She paused for a moment, watching her trainee as she scans the document. Basically, what they're saying is, she snatches a sample bag from Potier's hand. This material generates high voltage electric charge upon contact with air, soil, or water, though to scorch any critters it encounters. So then, that cavern was created by a giant critter burrowing through the ground while producing the substance. Then this critter might be...
I knew it.
So that's what's been eating you, ain't it? If that legend you told me before is true, then perhaps it isn't gone at all. It was released, and now it's roaming free. Wait, is that her pet that got released? A sudden gust of wind blows through the open window of the office, scattering papers into the air. Hey, shut that window. We're trying to work here. The window is slamming down, sealing away the gathering winds and storm clouds beyond. This leveled cadet stands frozen in place, staring out at the sky. Could it really be Liang? A deep, resonant call echoes from the depths of her memory. To be continued. Stage 2. Commencement of Winter. Get up. Her training must be rough.
Sorry.
Please continue. You were saying the appliance stopped working?
Yes.
It was just like you said, right before the collapse again. All the appliances started failing one by one. First, the lights went out, then the entire house lost power, and everything started trembling. We thought it was an earthquake. Then, everything went completely silent, and the power just came back just like that. That's when the house started collapsing. By the time we got outside, we could see the cracks in the earth. There was something under our house, some kind of giant beast. I could really only make out its tail in the darkness. Electric failure, beast-like appearance. The witness statement lines up with what we should have expected. Still, we can't rush into assumption. Her pen sputters, leaving blotches of ink on the paper as she records her thoughts. So what's next? Do we comb through our arcane creature database for a match?
No need.
I already checked our current evidence against the last 10 years of great case records. There's nothing like this in the city before.
Holy.
The past 10 years? When did you even have time to do all that? I thought it might come up, so I took the initiative to check. Hold up. You really went through the whole damn database yourself? Officers, have you figured anything out yet? We just want to put this whole thing behind us before our daughter's birthday. I understand you're doing We're doing everything we can to narrow down what caused this. It seems to be an entirely new sort of critter, so it may take some time to identify the culprits.
By the way,
Potier. I was thinking there was another place that might have information on our suspect. Though she maintains her professional decorum in front of the victim, Potier can read the excitement in her eyes. The library. I should have figured, but I'm afraid we don't have time to wander around such a big library. Before I let you go bookworm wild, I need to remind you, I only got us booked for the next exam today. I already took that into consideration. As long as we finish up by 5 p.m., there'll be there'll be plenty of time. Her partner remains unremoved. Sure, you do that. You do you, princess. But not sure why we're starting here. This is all the human fiction, oversized fonts, picture books, kiddo stuff. Why not go to the Foundation archive? You aren't going to find anything here besides little Lucy puts her sock and red beans and spam. Because I'm looking for exactly that kind of book.
look.
Here it is. Legends of Ancient China. Looks like an ordinary kid's book to me. Besides all the Chinese. Yes, Fa is that name. Guangling expels plague and drives away evil spirits. It devours all that is anonymous and auspicious. It's a common story about Guangling consuming anything that it deems evil. That's it. That's it. So what was the point? That even less info than you told me about Quentin the first time. Yes, it's more or less the same story I was told as a child. Potier responds with a harsh stare. Incident reporting at 12 Blue Jakarta Road. Suspect critter activities resembling yesterday's collapse. Immediate assistance required. The two leaps to extension.
Time is
4:20 p.m. now. Ling Yu frowns impertinently at the clock. You really want to take the call? Your exam is in 3 hours, kiddo. Her gaze sharpens and she hesitates for only a moment. The case takes priority. Part 2, Commencement of Winter. The chief getting mad or not? So, you two just decided that taking this call was more important than your exam? Have I got that right? Sorry, Chief. The time got away from us. We wanted to follow up to see if this could be the same creature that caused the previous collapse. Portier looks over to her trainee. Her mouth opens to continue, but she lets the word trails off. So, was it? Portier flusters at the deputy chief's piercing question. The damage was less severe this time. A bit of shaking, some power loss, but we're really concerned that it's the same creature. Cadet Liang believes the critter's form is unstable, somewhere between material and ethereal. But it got away, sir. The young cadet lowers her head. mulling over whether to explain her theory. It disappeared before we could encounter it. The deputy chief burrows deep in, a long silence passing between them and the small office. First, I told you this exam was mandatory, and that it cannot be rescheduled. I thought I made myself clear, did I? Yes, Chief. Second, I'm beginning to see a pattern with the two of you. You think the whole weight of every case has to be on your shoulders, whether that's hubris and a lack of faith in your fellow officer. I won't tolerate it, understand? Yes, Chief. Is that all you can say? Yes, Chief? I thought we already established that I can expect more from you.
Think it through.
Maybe you'll gain a little appreciation for your team after sorting through your archive. You're not going back on duty until you're done. Now off you go. Don't think I've forgotten about you, Potier. Letting your trainee miss a mandatory evaluation. Yeah. You can forget about getting that corner desk.
Here.
Potier pokes her trainee with a small cookie. Take it. A bit of sugar will ease the pain of the hiding we just got. She looked familiar, another gift from her friends in Chinatown School Council. I don't know what you call them, but they're not half bad. Liang Yu raised her head from the desk, hesitating a moment before accepting it into her hands. The white sugar melts in her tongue, the familiar flavors bringing a touch of comfort. They're called Ringsha. She sniffles as she takes another bite. Kinda reminds me of the first lunch we had. Yeah, back at the diner. Who would have thought we'd end up eating cookies in a dingy pace? And staring at the pile of moldy files that even bookworms wouldn't touch. She picks up a dusty tennis ball nearby, baffling at its random presence. I heard from Chief Eden that you wanted to move to the corner desk. Waltier casually tossed the tennis ball against the wall. He was putting it mildly. It was about my promotion. An Officer Grant 3 can have a corner desk. The ball bounces back and Liam barely catches it. He thought they wouldn't wait. Though they couldn't know it, the outside critters are chirping in the night, and the scent of lotus hangs on the wind. So what's on your mind, kid? You finally gonna tell me? What? You know, you're as stubborn as a mule on my granny's farm. Psst. Sorry, I just never imagined you would have grown up on a farm. Why do you think I'm so strong? You don't get a physique like mine without tossing a few hay bales. Now stop evading my question. You're acting odd, cadet. Don't try denying it. You know I can read people.
I was only trying to follow the evidence.
Her voice is clear and resolute. I need to know. I have to know whether this means Chuan Liang isn't really gone. After the Chinatown case, I was afraid, but maybe it was just healing, like it had been the last time it disappeared. Maybe it's not gone, it's just hiding, waiting for its wound to recover. I hope you're right, it does fit the profile. The size of the tunnel, the conductive fur samples, the eyewitness accounts, is a distinct possibility. But that's not what I want to know. What?
I'm not following. Why do you gotta get Chang Liang back?
You grew up thinking your whole life was going to be about taking care of this ancient beast to continue your family's legacy. But now you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be your burden anymore. You thought I wouldn't figure it out? I know where those mysterious injuries of yours come from. You told me once, every blessing has a price. That's the price, ain't it? I guess I forgot something that you're not just my instructor, but a skilled investigator too. Aw, but I can't take all the credit. Eldon caught on first. He saw what you looked like after summoning Kunyang back in Chinatown. Typical Eldon. All he said was rough. So I told him I'll keep an eye on you. Whoever came up with the idea of shaming kids into following their family's legacy is a goddamn criminal.
I'm just worried about you.
Because whatever this is, a blessing or a curse, it isn't worth your life. You're so much more than just a vessel for that monster. I know you don't want to disappoint your family, but you're just a kid. You shouldn't have had this put on you. You should have had a choice. Silence followed her words. The air feels as thick as the glue between them, smelling like a dull mix of old paper and sugar cookies. I think you're making a mistake.
I'm just doing my duty as an officer of the law.
To be continued. Is it gonna? Let's see. Am I able to slide to see how much we have? I think it's 8. Should be 8. Oh, there's a diary. A child's diary records memories of the arrival of a new guest. Unlock the password for a deeper insight into the story. Wait, what's this? An image gallery on the right contains Liang's past sketches. Each sketch has its own distinct shape and unique set of stats. Drag and drop to meet the stat requirements. Fill in the space on the left to the image to meet the 3 stats requirements and reveal a glimpse of the past. So... the stats of the image are calculated in numeric order from top to bottom, with higher priorities given to those on the left. Yeah. Okay, 45. What up that? This is dirty. $15. And this should be it. We met the requirements. With the stat requirement, tap here to unlock a glimpse of the past. You can rearrange the image at any time. A new friend has arrived at home, and everyone's too busy to help. Friday, March 7, 1980, cloudy. Mixing up the tempo, setting off firecrackers, making calls. I'm busy too, but I'm the inheritor and need to bond with our new friend, Liang. No one has the time to guide me. According to Mom, I have to figure it out on my own. I guess it's because they don't dare to talk to Kunling, but I do. I'll be fine. I'll manage somehow. I know how to entertain a new friend. It's not hard. I remember everything Mom and Dad did when they had guests. First, hospitality means serving tea. I made tea, prepared a fruit platter, and even brought out our precious crispy noodles and burger candy. Sure enough, Quinlan wasn't very interested in the crispy noodle. It looked at me, and the little snake on its tail looked at me too. I must have never eaten this before. I showed it how crushing the noodles in a bag, sprinkling the seasoning, and pouring them into a plate. I also shared my favorite way of eating them: a bite of noodle, a bite of candy, salty and spicy follow our sour and sweet. All the flavors mixed together. But in the end, the crispy noodle was wasted. Liang blew the crushed noodles everywhere. Luckily, I cleaned up the house before Mom and Dad got back. Next time, I need to prepare a deeper bowl. Let's see, it has... Wait, can we scroll still? So it has 8. Part 3, Light Snow. When I take on a case, I see it through. Anything that might have to do with me it's not important. You're just overthinking things. Just like that, the girl slips back behind her mental wall. Alright, well, got a lot of work left to do before we can get anywhere near our case again. A knock at the desk window ends their conversation. Portier shifts to her feet and opens the window with a sarcastic smile.
How can I help you today?
Hey Portier, I need to file of case number 1977109A-02C. I think it's at the top of the rack last time. Ha, you got it. That's what we're here for. She whistles sarcastically. The patrolman glances somewhat blankly at Portier, then over to Liang as the puzzled look creeps over his face. Wait, I recognize her. That's our Volgency cadet, right? Why are you guys stuck in the archive? Portier sneaks a smile over to Liang before breaking out into the laugh. You're in luck, rookie. You get to behold the consequence of pissing off the deputy chief. Listen up, and you might just avoid the same sad fate. So that's why you're stuck sorting files in the archive. So that's really cool. Sorry, I don't mean. I just think it's really cool that you have a mysterious beast that you can summon as an arcane skill. Like, that part has gotta be unbelievable. You think so? Yeah, but that's gotta be a big responsibility too, right? Like all that history and traditional gathered together, and it's all on you. I think it'll be tough. I don't know if I could ever feel like my own person. As the awkward choice of words begins to sour an already overlong conversation, Portier jumps in with a much-needed rescue. We got a long night ahead. Let's wrap this up. Here's your file, rookie. Just need a signature and your fingerprint here. Liang, help me log this file into the system. You got a problem, cadet?
Nothing. Copy that.
She blinks softly. The fireworks at the Zhengdo parade, I think. Silence, speechless. The world turns empty.
You... Who are you? Are you living?
Part 3, Light Snow. Still awake, cadet? Come on, burning the midnight oil? Not so bad, is it? At least this way we get a bit of a break before this place gets busy. In the narrow hallway, the buzz of radio fills the air. A churning sea of busy officers stop and turn towards the new arrival. A few lies locked onto Liang Yu before going back to their work. I repeat, no evidence of the explosive on site. All residents have been evacuated safely. Another collapse on Adams Street. Copy 13? Another collapse on Adams Street. Number 13. Copy. We're on our way. See Cadet Supercom. There is a silent tension in the office that they make their way to their desks. Eye darts and silent, hesitant expressions are shared. Great. Why do I feel like a goddamn rookie on her first day again? An officer stands up and blocks Lin Xun's path forward. Lin, you led the investigation team into the first collapse 2 days ago, yeah? Yes, why? There's been 3 more incidents in the same area just last night. It's getting worse too. 5 injuries, 3 in the ICU.
Holy.
Everyone's been working around the clock since then. Understood. I have some leads. We'll resume our investigation immediately. The officer rubs his mouth, then scratches his head, hesitating to continue. Actually, a faint cough, the words stuck in his throat. We just had some doubts about your objectivity on the case. What doubts? We need a report of your progress so far, all the details, your leads, so we can collaborate. No problem,
Hold on a minute.
Don't spit in their face and call it rain. I know what this is. She's about to speak, but Portier cuts her off. First, we're taking our findings to the chief. He can make a call on what to do with it. Cause collaborate sounds a hell of a lot like take over to me. Portier scans the room, taking in the pricked ears and lowered eyes. She clears her throat and speaks firmly. Last time I checked, this was still our case. Until that changed, I need a hell of a lot less doubt from the rest of you.
Besides,
What have you got for us? Because unless you have a solid lead like we do, I think you can back off. A solid lead? How about that based on our evidence, this creature is more likely to be Cadet Liang's mystical beast than Liang. Portier gives her colleagues a meaningful scan. The knowledge does not seem to be shocked to anyone's present. Didn't think anyone else would figure it out. Portier whispers to Lin Yu, and halfway through, her eyes widen. Oh. Never trust a rookie. What's your deal, Portier? We're all on the same team here. We all respect Cadet Liang's ability, and yours, obviously. But with her close connection to this lead, if there's any truth to it,
Please don't worry about that.
hey kid, don't let them get to you. I don't believe Liang would cause all this destruction. Even if, hypothetically, it did. Liang, my office, now! Anna's sharp voice cleaves through the room, forcing all eyes back to the Anna cadet. She stands in the center of it all, chest heaving. This is the 3rd time I had all you in here, cadet. Why don't you just move in here? Will save me some time. Elder slams a newspaper on the desk. Menacing mastermind.
An anonymous report filed against you.
I don't think you need to guess my feelings about this getting into the press. What the hell do you think was going to happen? That we wouldn't find out? That we just let you hunt for your lost pet in secret? Now, it's not your fault someone leaked this out. That's someone else's head. But what I can't accept is you two not trusting your fellow officers with this lead. He paused for a moment, letting the words sink in, almost daring her to speak. I know what this case must mean to you, and why you missed your exam. His tone softened, becoming almost fiery.
Deputy Chief, I need
I need to investigate this case because I'm the best person.
So you've learned how to go a spy. Good. But this isn't a test.
Deputy Chief Elders shifts his stance a little more. You can't trust us with the truth. Is that it? There's a color of disappointment in his voice.
No, Chief.
You thought if you told me, I'll take you off the case. No, Chief. That if I knew, I'll doubt your abilities and that I wouldn't let you be the one to handle your beasts. No, Chief. My beasts? So tell me, why should I? Now that I know you've been keeping the whole division in the dark, how do I know you follow my orders and stay objective?
I will follow my orders.
Really? And if you ordered to imprison that creature or destroy it, I will follow my orders. Prove it. That last call, Adam Street. I want you there now. If the call is anything to go by, your beast might still be around.
We need you.
Understood. To be continued. So stage 4, Wintham Solace. It was just here. It has an enormous tail, and it tore into the ground, sparks flying everywhere. Oh wow, oh my. What's that causing these tremors? Wait. That's what's causing these tremors, ain't it? Stay calm, please. The ground's shaking so much I can barely stand.
Don't panic. We'll keep you safe.
Alpha team, listen up. We need to cordon off everything in a 2-mile radius around the scene. It could surface at any time. Be ready to engage. Securing her radio, Liang vaults over a broken wall, heading towards the epicenter. Liang! Hey, Liang! This is a .40 USB series anti-critter handgun. Grenades laced with Selby soothing pollen.
Enough to handle this sort of situation.
Hey, Liang! That's the epicenter. Portier, should we follow her? Only if you're crazy. Stand by and wait for my signal. Her radio begins to emit strange static sounds. Huh? The alien taps the phone, but it remains unresponsive. It's dead. I want you at the intersection of Annosteers and Cinnamore. You'll be leading Mobile Unit Alpha. Get there, scout the site, and keep in contact. We will position 3 heavy weapon squads at the edge of the cordon to block any escape. Heavy weapons? We've seen enough of that creature's destruction power. We can't take any more chances. Chief, if it's really Krillin, it knows me. It can sense me. I assure you, it won't harm us. I'll do everything I can to reach it as soon as possible. If I do that, will you allow me to attempt to pacify it? Are you willing to take that risk, Cadet? You'll be the only one that can get close. Once you're at the epicenter, you'll be on your own. Understood, Chief. I will handle it. His silence is long and thoughtful. Alright. do it. Other officers will be on hand to assist in any way they can. But if that beast puts the public or my officers in danger, I will put it down. Understand me? Liang Yu raised her ink black eyes to meet his, bright and determined. I understand. At the epicenter, the ground beneath Liang feet shakes violently. Behind her, a growing jam of gridlock traffic is stuck behind the police cordon. What is going on, dude? Attention, citizens. We ask that you follow police instructions and detour away from the area immediately. Okay, what's happening up there? Huh? Another strong tremor surges from underground. Uh-oh. Whoa. Is this the end of the world, or did I just have way too much? Then Yu keeps her eyes fixed on the ground, taking a deep breath. Calm down, Liang Yu. If it's really Kuan Liang, you know it. You can understand. You can control it. The ground pulls faster just now, just like a racing heartbeat. Heat waves rippling towards her. I can feel it. The electric charge is intensifying. I can feel its blood boiling. What an exhilarating feeling. The world is about to burst into steam. Yes, it's coming. She grabs her radio. Attention, all squads, this is Liang Yu. It is coming. The officers at the corridor nearby immediately switch gears, ready for the coming action. A deafening roar erupts as scaling air bursts through from the epicenter. The columns of steam pierces through forward like a saw, leaving open a hole as it moves. As the air begins to swirl, Liang Yu dives to the ground and begins crawling to the edge of the abyss. Shh, shh. Calm down, calm down. Don't be afraid. We mean no harm. She calls down into the darkness. But the creature that lies beneath them does not heed her words. It strikes the surface again. I can't. Deputy Chief Eldon stands ahead of the heavy weapon officer. Radio in hand. All units, prepare to fire. Wait, don't shoot. Amidst the chaos, Liang Yu grasps her radio. This is Liang Yu calling Chief Eldon. Liang Yu calling Chief Eldon. You had your shot, kid. But we can't afford to risk the lives of innocent people on another attempt. We can't afford to lose you either. From a distance, the precinct's ranking officer raises his hand. Then, with a heavy motion, he brings it down. Fire! In the moment, her instincts overpowered all her senses of reason. Wait! Just wait for me. She leaps into the scorching rush of steam amidst the barrels of bullets. The officer hesitates, letting her heavy guns go silent. Chief, I think someone just jumped in there. Oh god, that's... Clotilde turns back, shouting to Deputy Chief Eldon, but he doesn't need to hear her words. He knows. Deputy Chief Eldon raises his right arm almost simultaneously. All squads, cease fire! The wind roars. The candlelight flickers. The silhouette of the beast dissolves like burnt salt, vanishing into endless emptiness. Don't! A ringing sound ushers in the undescribable vision, the cries of a living being, the world flipping upside down, and the wind seeping through an old lilac tree in her hometown. Inside the temple, the ancient bronze incense burner sends smoke rising to the sky. A single goyo berry rests atop of the burner. Voltaire is the first to leap into the chasm, rushing towards her friend. Damn it, princess! She wants to save it. Part 4, Winter Solace. One jump left, one jump right, one jump left, one jump right, jump into Peach Blossom Village. One jump forward, one jump back, jump into the green marshes. You jump, I jump, jumping into the warm sun. Wobbly chalk square in red and yellow are drawn on the cement floor. The gojo berries perched on the incense burner drips with dew. It watches silently as the girl plays hopscotch outside the temple. Achoo. The wind raises as if response. A faint scent of sorrel wine and the rolling sound of tan palms drift through the air. The temple isn't very large, but it is enough to shelter a child unwilling to go home. The child carefully unwraps a band-aid, aligning it over the wound before patting it gently on her skin. The candle lights inside cast flickering shadows of the child. Hello? Hello? This is Detective Liang speaking. It's nothing but an old toy phone, even if it's just been real. She hasn't dialed anyone. Don't know who I am? Preposterous. State your name. There's no answer. She pauses as though pondering how to continue her little story. Oh, so your name is Liang, the ancient mystical beast. Alright then. From the sound of your voice, you're probably a weakling and not very scary at all. Why are you calling today? You're in trouble, aren't you? You encountered an even worse monster. They'll trap you in stone, seal you in a sculpture, left you with nothing to eat, and you're starving every day? Unbelievable. Who would do such a terrible thing? Not to worry, Detective Len Yu will bring them to justice. No matter how big and bad these monsters bully little Kunying are, I'll drag them out, slam them down, and beat them up. Suddenly realize how loud her voice has gotten. She stops. Sorry, I've been doing all the talking. Say something, won't you? Still no answer? But she decides to still listen attentively, nodding as if someone was steadily speaking on the other's end. Of course, Detective Lin Yu is the best detective in the world and will protect everyone, including little Liang. If you ever feel lonely, like you can't find a friend for hopscotch or get scolded by your father, you can come to me. I'll help you. I won't let you be lonely. Her voice grows softer and heavier until it falls away. After a long while, she pretends to end the call. Are you real? Grandfather says you are. Dad too. They talk about you like you're a god, but neither of them have ever seen you. If you were real, then you could play with me. The girl lifts her head from her arms, staring blankly at the flickering candlelight. Then a chant appears softly and dimly at the corner of her mind, drifting in from everywhere and nowhere. Arise, Quillian, swift and fierce. Banish all evil and cleanse this place. Her voice is youthful, clear, and pure. The beast before her has eyes like a glowing storm and a broad white striped forehead. A powerful presence, so vast and near at the same time, expressed so softly, gazing at her from its bright clear eyes. You came. Did you come because I called you? Will you be my friend? She reaches her hand out delicately, moving softly until she touches the beast's nose. Is this your fur? It's like lightning. It tickles. Can I play with it? A child hero with an unknown mission rides in from the horizon.
Thank God. You're awake.
What happened to me? To be continued. Let's check the little book or diary. Some diary entries contain images that cannot be moved. Try adjusting their numeric order to influence the calculation and meet their stat requirements. This can't be moved. So we have negative. Let's see. So we need a bunch of these. Oops, too much, right? Or wait a sec, let's see that. Okay. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, it's that. Oh, it's that piece. I think. Journey. How are we gonna get the rest? 15, 20, 30. Let's see. That gonna fit all? Nice, we did it! Today I played, March 20, 1980. Today I played a really fun game with Liang. Thursday, March 20, 1980, sunny. I always wanted to play hopscotch with my classmates, but I always had to hurry home to practice my arcane skill. Now that I have Liang, I don't have to play alone. As soon as my mom and dad left, I invited Liang and it didn't turn me down. Liang is very big, so I had to draw the square even bigger. It took four whole pieces of chalk. There was a lot of roof tiles near the temple waiting to be replaced, so I picked a bunch of sturdy ones. That way, even if Liang actually stepped on them, we wouldn't run out. It showed it the rules. Hopped on one foot, hopped again, and both feet. Jumped and ate and back. The square were huge. I jumped as hard as I could, but I kept stepping back on the lines. Looks like I need more practice if I wanted to play with Liang. It couldn't recite the chant either, so I promised to chant it for it when it jumped. Friends should help each other. When it was Liang's turn, I threw the tile for it, but when it landed, the thud was so powerful it shook the ground. Good thing I found a quiet spot, otherwise we would have been caught. But the biggest problem was that Liang never learned how to hop on one foot. I tried teaching it again and again, but it just tilted its head and stared at me. In the end, I had the little snake on its tail throw the tile for me instead. It seemed to enjoy that, so it looked like this will be our own version of the game. Stage 5, Severe Cold. Alpha Team is in position. Initial scan suggests no risk of aftershock. Permission granted to proceed with further support. Case ID 2085C39570. Target is now under control. The transport team will deliver it to the lab for further analysis. So I saved it. Oh god, don't make me relieve that it. You had me worried half to death. Do you have any idea how stupid that was? You dashed in right as he started firing. We all thought you were a goner. Wanna guess what happened? Go ahead. No? Yeah? You got shot, princess. What? Did it get hit as well? Yeah, not that it did any good. Those heavy rounds were meant to subdue massive critters. But they didn't even face it. All the bullets were dissolved when it reached its skin. I figured only someone as reckless and stupid as you could have subdued it. I still don't know how you managed to get up to its mouth with that sedative. Of course, that was when you got hit with the boom round. Boom! Lights out. Thankfully, it was knocked out too, with you hanging from its neck. Is it still alive? Where is it? Whoa, whoa, calm down. You took a big hit, kid. You're not letting you go anywhere just yet. Portier's expression is tense and understated. Just be patient, okay? She pats her trainee's shoulders with slightly sisterly affection. It's alive.
Thank goodness.
Can I see it? She starts to jolt up from her hospital bed, only for Portier to force her back down. What part of be patient did you not get, cadet? Besides, I don't think you could even stand even if I let you. So now their roles are reversed. In the main story, Portier was the one that got injured and was in the hospital bed. And now it's Lin Yu's turn. The girl fixed her instructor with a stare and a clear question. Instructor Potier.
Actually,
It wasn't even your pal. Yeah, believe it or not, it was something called the Marshmallow Worm, part of the subterranean Shamir Union. The Foundations identified it for us, pretty much as soon as you could get them a picture. A well-documented critter found in the desert of Asia and Africa. Anyone's guess how it ended up in a grassy so-called suburb. But we live in a crazy world. They're sending it off for research. The whole electrifying thing isn't new. So the eggheads want to do some tests. But what's clear as day is that whatever that thing is not Huang Liang. Not even the same kind of thing. Not even in the same family. Just a worm. A big old creepy ass electric worm form critter. So, not your BC. Krelian, whatever it is not something that you could classify as a worm. It's a creature that defies both classification and comprehension. As they speak, a breeze slips through the doorway, and the flowers by her bedside droops.
I'm sorry.
A sympathetic hand returns on her shoulder. It's not Krelian? No. A short word and a long pause follow, broken by a deep breath.
But I guess we gotta admit that Chang Liang's really gone. For good.
Part 5, Severe Cold. So this time they have the caption, the title thing in the middle of the story. 1 month later. Congratulations, Officer Liang. You're finally on your feet again. Huh? A piece of falling confetti lands on Liang Yu's open mouth. What is all this? A few colleagues are holding up boutiques of flowers and welcome back cards from Potier. I thought I was just coming here to collect my dismissal papers. Ah, well, you did mess up real bad. But that move with the sedative grenade was hard to ignore. You're the reason we caught the thing alive. And once people saw the length you were willing to go for Liang, well, it touched some hearts, I think. They might still think you're a nutcase, but a brave one. I hope you're ready for the deputy chief. I don't think he's going to go easy on you this time. If it makes you feel any better, I'll be sure to drop by and visit you in the archive for however long you're stuck down there. Then Yu drops her head to hide the faint smile bubbling up on her face. Thank you.
Get these out of my sight.
At the appearance of the chief, the crowd quickly dispersed back to their desks. Alden strides forward to the two officers, holding a paper bag filled with paper. Potier mimes as a just surrender expression before sneaking off. Alden is now looming over her like a collapsing wave. Police law, A+. Criminal psychology, A. Tactical operation, A. Mixed martial arts, A-. Arcane knowledge, A+. Do you know which score is missing, cadet? Eldon shakes the assessment sheet in his hands. When he is at last confident that she's taken in the meeting, she puts it in his back pocket. No promise on a passing grade after what you just put us through with that stunt. His piercing gaze feels as cold as ice, but it melts again in the warm calmness of still water. I understand. I'll set whatever score I'm given. Then Yu stands at the attention, trying not to show a single emotion. Eldon studies her carefully, pausing long enough to draw a bead of sweat from her forehead. Then he smirks.
Listen up.
This is just a piece of paper.
But it means a hell of a lot more than that once it's submitted.
The ceiling fan creaks overhead, and a giant scar lingers on the dusty windowsill. I met many kinds of officers in the line of work. Some are glory hounds, some like to spill every little detail to the press, and others are no good crooks. Some are loyal and brave, even when they get chewed up by the system. Some are honest, the kind that will stand up for what's right even against their fellow officers. I've seen too many rookies fall into corruption. No matter what choice they make, they always pay the price. I asked you once, what kind of officer do you want to be? That's not the question I wanted to ask anymore.
So let me ask you this. How high a price would you pay to be that perfect officer you want to see in the mirror?
A pause. The question weighs heavier than any interrogation. She nearly steps forward, the answer undeniable in her chest.
You don't have to answer me now.
Think it through. He pulls a black pen from his pocket, holding the evaluation sheet in his other hand. The outcome was decided, written in black and white. After signing, Eldon folds the sheet and tucks it away. You get the final results when you're back. The vigilant will notify you. The cool breeze carries laughter from the warmly lit precinct. Liang stands in the chilly night air for a long time, staring into the distance. The scent of hot dogs wafts in from the nearby deli as she looks out towards the distant ocean. Slowly, she reaches for the waiting phone. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? What a surprise, you're calling home already? The familiar voice travels across oceans, carried by electric currents. Honey, stop reading and come here. Our darling Liang is calling. I'll put you on speaker so your dad can hear us too. He was just talking about you yesterday, saying he hadn't heard a word since you left. She took a deep breath. My probation period is almost over. I got most of the results already. Just need to wait for my final outcome. I'm doing well. The food isn't so bad. And I met lots of kind people that made many friends. Every day is fulfilling. The arcane keys here are quite difficult from those back home. From the other end of the receiver comes an eager response, and even the smallest drop of information from her daughter are drunk in deep by her mother. Huh? What's wrong? A memory surfaced from her childhood visits her herbal shop with her mother. The air is thick with a bitter aroma of medical herbs. Foxnut, Port, Angeli, Berberon, all weighed carefully, gram by gram, dissolving into water. I lost Quinling. The ache in her throat connects both past and present. The bitterness lingers in her nose. Stage 6. Commencement of Spring. It moved, Grandfather. Lift the pole. Oh, that's not a fish. It's not a fish biting, just a wind picking up. Hmm? Not a fish. The bobber goes up and down like that is normal. When a real fish comes, you'll know. That's pretty much the situation. Your father wants to talk to you. Hi, Dad. Go ahead. You're not hurt, are you? I'm fine. I'm okay. How far ahead is your red pay? I need to know so I can book your flight. Morning arrival or afternoon? Maybe around mealtime? That way you can have some of your mother's dumpling while you're still warm. The receiver in her hands is damp with sweat. The hallway is silent, save for distant cheers and clattering from the skate park. Her shadow hangs on the edge of the light, unmoved by the sound of joy or the creeping stillness of the night. Do you remember the couplet we hung in the hallway before we moved? The handmaid instructor said, "The pulse on the blossom stretches across the crimson mountain path, and the young phoenix sings clearer than old." You said it was something meaningful to reflect on. You told me to read it often. So I read it every day, over and over, until I started to wonder,
若童话未开，
what if
故事
the
不言，他们又该怎么办呢？
questions, accusations, anger, hesitation, they all fade into silence. Then you hear her father setting down his tea. The faint clatter suggests his hand was trembling, nearly spilling the tea. We never told you. That day was your father's funeral. That day, you mean? Yes. The day of the Jing Jing festival when you were 6. It was also the day you met Cheng Liang. Then you raised her hand, studying an old scar. Your grandfather spent his whole life hoping to see Quan Liang. His mastery of arcane skill was the strongest in 5 generations of our family. Yet, he left his world filled with regret. Even after all I suffered through, from his expectation and his disappointment, I can't find it in myself to hate him. That couplet, Her father takes a deep breath, the weight of years laced with remorse finally granting an innocent prisoner their exoneration. Three chimes from the ancestral bell echoes in her head, learning a lifetime of doubt. Grandfather, the fish still aren't biting. Haha. Patience is the key for fishing. Here, take this little stick. You can draw in the dirt while you wait for me. Draw? What should I draw? Whatever you like. Fish, birds, anything you like. Something I like. Oh, I know. Grandfather, look. What is this? It's not a tiger or a dragon. It's my secret friend. A secret friend? Wait. A secret friend. Oh wait, I see it now. You're drawing Kuang Liang, aren't you? Yes. Haha, you. That's not a very easy thing to draw. Why don't you try something else? A bunny, a fox, or a stray cat we saw last time? But I wanted to draw it. I just want to draw it. You said to draw what I like. And I love it. I love it. 3 more chimes from the ancestral bell. I Hi. Father. Part 6. Commencement of Spring. I love Los Angeles. T-shirts, 10 in total. Besides family, one for the neighbor's kid. Ho ho. 2. And Dad's watch, packed. The meat grinder Mom wanted, packed. Fancy cat toys for Mimi, packed. Hey, I'm not interrupting, am I? Has our little hero not finished packing yet? Everyone's ready for your farewell party. Did Deputy Chief Eldon really let you decorate the premise like, what did he call it? A high school prom? What does he know about dance? That guy's definitely not invited to parties. Then Yu chuckles, shaking her head. So heading out the day after tomorrow. Yes. Oh, you got plans for the next 2 days? Studying for the makeup test? Liang Yu thinks to herself, searching for an answer. I want to take some time just to enjoy the moment.
Hold on a minute.
Enjoy the moment? Yes. Wow, that's a new one for you. I'll probably only hear from that vision after the final decision after I return. For now, I just want to try all the things I've never done before and didn't dare to do. Facing such undeniable conviction, Portier could only whistle. Don't sweat the results, Princess. Between you and me, I overheard Eldon talking to the Foundation. It was all good stuff. I think he got a soft spot for troublemakers. Thank you, Instructor Portier. Huh? What are you thanking me for? I didn't do a single thing. No, you helped me the most. Sincerely, at times, can't be its own way to stop a conversation. Unfortunately, it also paves the way to deepen connections.
By the way,
Portier. Yeah? What's on your mind? When I get home, I really like to send you some local specialties from my hometown. I hope you try them. As if trying to conceal some emotion, the instructor awkwardly twitched her nose.
Why, certainly, Miss Liang.
To be continued. What's today's diary? April 1st, 1980. Dad has me doing some new training. It's not exhausting as before, but I keep failing. Okay, let's see. 15, so we need one of these. Wait a sec. It's not timesing 3. How big is that? Wait a sec. Oh. Oh, it has, oh, one of them. Okay. Uh. Mm, we did it! Tuesday, April 1st, 1980. Sunny. My coordination with Kuan Liang is not going well, but it's not its fault. I should have realized that Kuan Liang cannot speak or even read. That won't stop me. What if Grandpa took me fishing? I would draw while waiting for him to catch the fish. Grandpa would guess what I was drawing, and he always get it right. We can do the same. I draw out the actions so Kuan Liang can remember them. That way, with just one signal, we'll be in sync. I drew a little person and a big cat to represent us, showing that it's time to strike together. Then I drew a fist to signal that we need to get ready, an outstretched index finger to mean we're attacking, an open palm to mean stop. While practicing the signal for a while, Kuan Liang understood it. This method is perfect, and we'll definitely get it right next time we practice. That said, Kuan Liang and I can't rely only on gesture. That would be lazy. Gesture should be supplementary, and I need to communicate with Kuan Liang without using words or movement at all. Dad always said I don't think things through enough. But how can I improve when I can barely short out my own thoughts, let alone understand what Kuan Liang's thinking? Got 2 more left. So, part 7, Rainwater. Is this the switch? Oh, the red one's on. Wait, the red light's on. That means it's working. She's at the Ferris wheel. This is Lin Yu. I'm currently at the largest amusement park in Los Angeles. Today's weather is sunny, and my goal is to conquer all the most thrilling roller coasters and haunted houses.
Please keep this a secret from my mom and dad.
This is Lan Yu. Yes, I'm at the most famous fortune-telling bar in LA. The owner is a renowned arcade magician who, they say, can craft unforgettable drinks just by looking at a customer. Next, I'll take a sip and report back. This is Lan Yu. Shh, I had to keep my voice down because I'm attending a solemn traditional funeral. The elder passed away peacefully. I can only hope the same for myself and those around me. Hey, this is Lin Yu, and now I'm on my flight home. Since we didn't really get to know each other very well before, I think sharing a little about our lives is a good idea. Though I haven't received a reply yet, I'm looking forward to what to come. Hello, Mom? Yes? The flight has been delayed for 2 hours. I won't be home for dinner. Yes, that's right. I'll be in around 2 hours later. Yes, flight 243. I didn't mix it up. They always have a last minute delay. Oh, did he learn that line? How's that? I've been practicing my Chinese. I think I got it that time. Your pronunciation is spot on, sir. Though I can't guarantee there isn't a criminal whose arcane skill activates upon hearing a foreign phrase they don't understand. Oh, it's a short one. Haha, that's my kind of officer I trained. Liang, if you earn that vigilante badge, you let me know right away. I will. She winks at Potier and then takes one last lingering look around. Everyone. Then Yu salutes her colleagues with a fond smile. Her friends and co-workers rise up and return her salute. We used to come here all the time. Turn left here. There used to be a locksmith. Mom said they made a fortune and moved away. Things change so fast, Kremling. Even though we only been gone 6 months, this little town has changed so much more than I could ever imagine. Look, we're back. She's gonna test it out to see if it can summon Kremling. A god wields a snake, bears a tiger head and human body, and it has 4 hooves and long elbows. His name is Liang. Liang and Zooming feeds on Zensus and Jingqi. Liang is synonymous with Liang, an ancient textro, based on the steadfast of the face of thunder, an adversary who can chase plague to the end of earth and bring peace to all. Open the way to peace everlasting. This is the document written in bronze script between the Shang and Zhao dynasty, recording events from ancient times. It's been badly damaged. Restoring it won't be easy. It's been here for 100 years, but aside from you and me, no one in this family knows it exists. You're a coincidence. You stumbled upon this book by sheer chance. And I'm the one tasked with rewriting it. It records the ancient ritual that is said to awaken Quenling. It also lists every member of the Quen family who underwent these trials. Some of them were so drained by the rite that they needed years to recover. Sometimes they never really recovered at all. So let me ask you one last time. Are you sure you want to know what's written inside? To burn a single white candle. From a carved back Langan archwood chest, she retrieves a ceremonial dress. It's been so long, I can hardly remember the year Trelling appeared. She dons the garment.
Father, grandfather,
I have a
I have a different view of things now.
She places the ritual mask over her head. I don't think it's a fleeting blessing or a curse, nor is the rain that has drenched generation of a family. Everything is in one place.
It's just itself. We've never truly understood what it really is.
She stands in the courtyard, facing the shrine. Why it chose me, how it perceived me, these are answers I want to hear from its own mouth. I won't wait for it to reach out to me this time.
I want to embrace it this time.
Step 1. The tool. The organ falls silent. Plant bows to the earth. Part 2. The priest. The censer smoke rise. Ancestral spirit shrine bright. Step 3. The incantation. Wind surged in from all directions. Step 4. Blood. Things are neither entirely this or entirely that. By knowing yourself, you see them all. If you truly disappear from this world, you get a screenshot.
Will you ever answer my call again?
Her hands move in strange, just little gestures. Remnants of dull dance speak of spark electricity burst forth from her bloody fingertips. Then the roars as silver streaks of lightning slither through along the walls, and the heaven seems to bow down to the earth. Before its master's match, all evil bends. Whenever it strives, all terror ends.
强梁既出，王有不为，斩杀兄舅，小节不详。
Did it rise? It's going so slow. Alright, it's almost over, right? Wait, oh, there's more. Arise, Krillin, swift and fierce. Banish all evil and cleanse this place. Part 7, Rainwater. To be continued. Dad said, okay, so September 10, 1980. Dad said the temple was all fixed up, and we need to choose a good day to hold the ceremony. Okay, see, oh, okay. Times 2. Divided by 2. Okay, let's see if that's how big is it. Okay, 50 and alright, so that's pretty good. We should I use that one or what's this? Are we supposed to just like fill it? I'm not sure if there's a thing if we fill it all up or not. So Wednesday, September 10, 1980, rain. The time is different from before. Dad said I had to host it. Now that Krillin is here, it is my responsibility. I memorized the procedures, practiced the dance steps, and rehearsed my lines over and over again. But when Dad checked on me tonight, he said my expression wasn't firm enough, and my moments lacked strength. There's still 2 days left. I can't practice any more time. Wait, I can practice many more times, but I also have school and homework during the day. I can do this. Still, I feel nervous. If only I could be like Liang. I always look so mature. I don't fully understand what maturity means yet, but I think I must be like Yang. Silent, but yet everybody knows it's powerful and capable of anything. No one else knows how badly Liang was injured before. That's why I slept so long, until I woke it up again. Liang is still waiting for me. By now, it could have gone back to the phone to rest, but it's staying here with me. I should stop writing and practice some more. If I mess up, everyone will be disappointed. I'll recite the incantation once more before I practice. Stage 8. Waking of Insects. Open the way to peace everlasting.
得强梁之人，后以兽为名，改姓为梁，世代相承。然而，先到手强梁，却已有近100年未曾现身了。
For the 101th time, wipe off your sweat. It'll affect your vision. Stand before the ancestral table with steadfast posture and grounded breath. That opening stance is feeble. Your crouching stance is too clumsy. Your entire form is hazardous and weak.
再来一次。
Again. Do it again. Do you hear their voices? Morning and night, they come to honor you, to beg blessings from you. What they pray for, their countless requests, have nothing to do with you or me. Locked away in a statue for so long, you must be lonely. Hello? Hello? Let me know if you can hear me. This is Officer Liang. It's calling out to you. The colossus beast before her glares menacingly, hot fever seeking from its jagged fangs. The red cloud of the night bursts like blood blossoms behind it. It looms over her as tall as a pagoni, striking awe and terror. Its eyes are a hot sear that burns into her skin. The tiny figure at its feet is emotionless and futile. Don't you recognize me? The beast scraps its claws against the ground, lowering into a posed stance. She recognized the move. It wasn't friendly. It was preparing to strike. I see. Waking you up won't be so simple. I have to entertain you first, right? Before she could finish, the beast lunged out like an arrow from a bow. Stones tumble and the temple appears on the verge of collapse. Her pounding heart pushes blood and primal adrenaline through her veins. Then Yu lands barely among the edge of the water tank. You really don't hold back, do you? I didn't think you'd come at me with full force. But I knew playing with you would come with some risks. The beast tilts its head to look around. With a flick of its tail, a row of roof tiles tumbles to the ground. Calm down, Liang. Even without you, you have your own strength. You can't defeat it. The wind howls, carrying baboon leaves and debris swirling around through the air. Is this the hazy moonlight and sweat on the girl's nose glistered with a silver steam? Focus your breath in your core, feet skimming the ground as though lifting 1,000 pounds. The rain and wind sever its blades, roars through bullhorns. Dance to the rhythm. The wilder, the better.
第三式，判决。
12-hour scripts, 9 paths, and 8 trigrams. Fingers spin like scattered stars, reshaping the cosmos.
第四式，不刚。
Rise to the heavens, traverse the 9 providence, and roam the world. Starry pearls shine in the cosmos, lifting all beauty.
第五式，堕火。
Thunders and fire collides. Swarms of cobalt blue dozen selfies. Gather and spread, becoming phosphoric flames that burns everything to ash.
第六式，收血。
Flame rolls around her skin as the beast unleashes a deafening roar, retreating step by step against the twirling of the copper bells. Only then can one understand. All things are one with me. With a fierce roar, the beast turns the night blood red. Moonlight scatters like bones, illuminating the girl's flowing black hair in the wind. Dressed in Sumeric attire, the girl murmurs, her form shifting as she combines martial arts and ritual dance. She harnesses her energy, bamboo leaves spiraling like knives in the air. Copper bell chimes, resonating through the tilted temple. The beast shudders under the relentless planning, retreating inch by inch. Under the vast sky, the beast lets out a painful wail. Did you feel that? It feels like an earthquake. The rhythm of chopping slows to a stop. The elderly couple turns to look out the window. Listen closely. That sounds like a tiger's roar. The sound is so vivid, it's coming from the temple. The two lock eyes, face shifting into mutual realization. They have a bad feeling. We need to go. You? What are you doing here? Didn't you say your flight was delayed? The temple is tranquil now. Duckweeds ripple gently in the Sintern. Despite the bamboo shattering swaying, all traces of the storm have vanished. There, standing in the moonlight courtyard, is a girl. She turns to face them. Father, mother. Why are you wearing this ornamental attire? What are you doing out here? The question is loaded with meaning. She never doubted her mother's intuition, but now isn't the time. Oh, nothing. I just came back early and thought I might surprise you, so I didn't tell you. Surprise? Who surprises someone was coming to the temple and making a racket? That's... She looks over to her husband, expecting a matching response. He says nothing but gives his daughter a long and deep stare, filled with unspoken words. Then he reaches out for her. You look full of energy. That's because I'm your daughter. She gently takes her father's hand from her shoulder. Ha ha ha. Come on, let's go home for dinner.
稍微等一下，
Wait a sec, mother, father.
我能叫一个小伙伴来咱家一起吃饭吗？
Of course, why not? Who is it? A new friend that you made in America or an old classmate from Academy? Then Neil shakes her head and takes out her phone, dialing a number. The beast appears before them. Allow me to introduce you to my new colleague and friend, Officer Liang. It seems like deciphering your language will take some time. We can do it, right? Wait, so is it the same beast or is it another beast? The beast hears her and shakes itself, lifting its chin to give Liang a sideways glance. Then, almost imperial, it nods. Caroline really wasn't lost, was it? But Liang wonders how to explain, but her mother concern is cut short. Well, losing it wouldn't have been a bad thing, and keeping it isn't something to take for granted either. His gaze lingers on his daughters for the moment longer, stilling her with doubt until he looks away. He exhales deeply, releasing a breath that has been stuck in his chest. We're just glad you're alright. The coarse hand that has almost settled on her shoulder hesitates and falls to his side. The family's shadow stretches long as they walk away, their outline tracing the moss-covered stone steps of the temple. The stone steps silently cracks open. The fissure runs upward along the pillar, past several beams, reaching the temple's roof ridge, where two Qingling statues perches. She swivels back to look back at the temple. In the cool night, it seems almost like a mirage, majestic and serene. What's wrong, you? Her father follows her eyes backwards. From behind the temple, a flock of white cranes takes flight. Their snow-white wings stretches wide under the boundless sky before floating back again, the soft feathers gently floating down from above. What are you looking at? It's a fleeting moment lost in a trance. Nothing. She watches a flock of white cranes and smiles before stepping across the temple threshold. Is this her diary still? The end. Alright, before we collect everything, we have a survey. Oh, who are we fighting? Alright, these are the...
Stay behind me. I'll keep us safe. This patch should do. Oh look, here's an we stand together.
Or healing? Full?
This isn't over yet. Enough! Just another fix. It's what I'm good at. Please stay behind me. Yes, I got this. I can do it. You are not welcome here. Long time. Be careful. Higher than the bell tower, and deep in the clouds. Insect and devour. My responsibility. Oh, be careful. Oh look, here's another one. Jonah, please lend me your power. It could be soon. What I'm good at. 强梁既出，王有不为。You are not welcome here. It's a bubble. Up and at it. Ouch! Enough! My shells! That wasn't even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
Alright, let's collect the rewards. Alright, we got 240 drops.